Welcome to my channel, Wiring My Future, my journey to be a master electrician. Welcome to the channel, Wiring My Future. I will be documenting my journey to be a master electrician. Here I will share with you what I learned in the classroom, and I will also show, as a first-year apprentice, how I can apply what I learned in that classroom and apply it on the job. Let's first tackle the program options. I'm currently enrolled in the Independent Electrical Contractors Program here in Texas. That acronym is IEC, is the typical thing that you may hear. And in this specific program, before you can apply, you have to first obtain your apprenticeship license through your licensing board. So here in Texas, that is the TDLR. And be hired by an employer that is contracted with IEC. We will get into how to get hired later. I would first Google the state board for electricians in your specific state. So for Texas, we can just Google State Board of Electricians and the TDLR, and their information will come up. And on this website of TDLR, you can find reputable programs for electricians. It doesn't have to be IEC or IBEW. IEC and IBEWs have been along for years, and they're probably one of the oldest programs and the most that you've heard about. IBEW is just a union program. The IEC program simply requires you filling out an application online. You have to show that you also successfully completed high school algebra, and also you have to have your identifications like your social security, your driver's license, and if you are not a citizen, you have to have your green card and your work visas and things like that, your authorizations to work. IBEW is a little different. It requires all those things I just mentioned, but you also have to take an aptitude test.
We're going to start with an aptitude test.
What the hell is that?
This aptitude test includes reading comprehension and your basic algebra. And based on your grade on this aptitude test, you will be given a ranking. And the lower your ranking, the greater chances you have to get in the school program that enrolls in September and also in, I believe, January. It's twice a year. But when you apply through IEC, you are placed in a system of hundreds of other applicants. And after you're placed in that system, all the electric companies that are contracted with the IEC can go in the system and see your application, as well as all the other applicants. And let me say this, if you depend on this formula to work for you to get hired and get into this IEC program, you will never get in. You will probably never get in.
He's never getting in, never.
You must do something to stand out and be an outlier. Or don't do it and stay where you are and be wondering why you're not getting any calls from any of these contractors. But I'm telling you, you have to do something to stand out. What do you mean? How do I stand out, you may be asking? That's a fantastic question. And just for the low cost of $9.99, click the link in the description and I will show you how to stand out. I'm just kidding. Aren't you tired of people just selling you stuff? No, I'm not going to do that to you. This channel is my way of helping to pay it forward. Those who have provided me information, I'm also here to share it with you and also share things with you that I learned through doing the groundwork. The secret is you do not wait on these electric companies to contact you. What you do is you contact them. You take the initiative and you reach out to these employers. Well, how do I know what employers are contracted with the IEC? Fantastic question. I am going to show you on the IEC website. There's a list of current contractors with the IEC. And what you can do is look up their information, contact them, have a script together, and based on the information you find, you can make your decision on what contractor you want to go with and be hired by, potentially. But when you call them, you got to have a script. You have to have, when you call these companies, have some type of script or some type of questions or direction you want to go. Don't just call and say, hey, I'm looking for a job. No. You need to have some type of script. You want to say something along the lines of, hey, my name's Brian. I applied with the IEC program in whatever state you're in. I'm looking for an employer that I can learn from in the commercial or residential field, and this company seems like it's fantastic. I would like to come in. I would like to work for this company. What do I need to do to work for you? Something like that. You need to have some direction and where you want to go and what you want to get out of this. The goal is to be hired so you can be in the electrical program, become a licensed electrician, and have a successful career in the trade after you finish your program. When you see this list of employers, you can easily get overwhelmed. Sometimes there's hundreds. What I did on my first day of calling companies, I called over 60 companies, sent resumes, I applied online. Some of them didn't know whether they were hiring, whether they weren't hiring. Out of those 60 plus companies, I narrowed it down to 2 that met the requirements that I was looking for. Went and interviewed with them, I was invited to interview with them. And from there, I was able to make a decision based on my needs and the needs of my family. The difference with IBEW, which is the union, after you apply, you're in a waiting period. It's customary for them to reach out to you through email and have you scheduled for your aptitude test within 7 days. So I can't tell you what the best option is. Only you can answer that. All I can do is give you my experience, but you have to come up with your own qualification and requirements for you to enroll in a program. The programs range from you can complete the program in a matter of months all the way up to 4 years. The longer 4-year programs, you have the ability to graduate and finish the program without any debt because you can work along the way. School is once a week in the evenings, or you can go straight through every day, 5 days a week, and finish in, I think, 7 months. I encourage those contemplating a career in the electrical trade to take that leap of faith. No matter the age, you must trust the process and stick to it. Remember, the only limitations are those which we set up in our own minds. Until next time, peace.